What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to the most mysterious star in the universe that we cannot explain. We're doing this of course because we are still doing this series of the Earth and the universe. This is the 9th video, so this week and next week, and that is it. 10 videos done and that series is fully completed, and we will be going back to other videos like Ghosts, Try Not to Laugh, Fails, etc. Now, before we do start, make sure to subscribe, like, comment and share. And when you do subscribe, you shall, you must, you will, you get the chance to. If you don't, then something bad will happen to you. You must click that bell so you get all the notifications. Now, of course, I'm doing my YouTube Shorts, but this is also another series, but it's just a mini series because there's 5 episodes. So first episode was live last week. Second episode is going to be live this week, depending on which way you see the videos, whether it be this one now and the short after. But either way, let's get into the video.
There are countless stars in the universe.
You don't say.
Maybe around 100 billion stars just in our Milky Way galaxy
That's
alone. But the
a
single
lot.
strangest one that we've discovered so far is a pretty close one to home. Known officially as KIC 8462852, it's only a little larger than the Sun is and is only located
That's a
about
full-on safe
1,280
code.
light years away from us. It's been known to humanity for quite some time,
Not
but
me.
always remained relatively obscure until recent observations noticed something strange back in 2015. It seemed like KIC 8462852
or that man's social security
and
number.
nobody really understood why. Researchers became aware in 2015 that back in March of 2011, recordings made by the Kepler Space Telescope indicated that the star's brightness was reduced by up to 15%, and by February 2013, its brightness had been reduced by up to 22%. The star continued to dim and brighten again, which
It's being
suggested that
possessed.
something enormous was orbiting around it. For comparison, a planet the size of Jupiter would only obscure the star by just 1%.
Huh.
This indicated that whatever was blocking the light from the star wasn't a planet, but something way bigger, covering up to half of the entire width of the star.
Was it me?
In addition to these day-long dimmings and brightenings, a study of a century's worth of photographic plates dating between 1890 and 1998
That's a lot of circles.
suggested that the star's brightness had gradually faded by 20% in that time, an amount unprecedented by any other known star of this size and type. Speculation began to run rampant about what was causing the star to fade.
We know it's
One of the
me.
more interesting theories was that we were witnessing the construction of a giant alien megastructure called a Dyson sphere. In a paper written back in 1960,
Okay, that's crossing the line a bit.
Search for artificial stellar sources of infrared radiation. Dyson suggested that any other technological civilization in the universe would likely follow a similar power consumption pattern to that of humans. Since
I don't know what any of this
humanity's
means.
have been continuously growing year by year,
That's a lot of
also
pollution.
that eventually
And that's
we'll
not a
need
lot
more
of
energy
pollution.
than what we can produce on Earth. So, the logical end step for maximum energy harvesting is to harvest it directly from the sun from one of 3 different types of Dyson spheres. Type 1 is to build a ring of orbits.
Those are bloody
around the
lampshades,
star
not bloody
that collect
Dyson
light
spheres.
and wirelessly transfer the energy back to the home planet. A Type 2 is to build a bubble of satellites around the
That's a
star
golf
that
ball.
absorbs
That's a
good
golf ball
percentage
now.
of the light, but not all of it. And a Type 3 is to completely swallow the star with a solid shell of matter.
That's a disco
that absorbs
ball.
100% of the energy and light that the star produces. If a sphere like this was built around the sun with a
mean a
radius
disco
of
ball?
1 AU, the sphere's surface area would be 550 million times the surface area of Earth.
Yikes.
And it would produce a ridiculous 384.6 yottawatts of energy.
That is a
about
new word.
33 trillion times the
Well, we learned a new word today.
consumption of all of humanity in 1998. Access to such an enormous amount of energy would essentially make any civilization that harnessed it appear to us to be as powerful as gods.
Yeah, probably.
We don't know what exactly would be possible. It would kind of be like showing Paleolithic people what a nuclear reactor would be capable of doing. Freeman Dyson speculated that any civilization in space that got advanced enough would eventually build one of these types of structures, which meant that in
So they're gonna build a
we could
disco
detect
ball.
their presence by observing a massive dip in light, sort of like
That's someone's heartbeat, that is. That's an even worse heartbeat.
However, Dyson also believed that most known substances that would make up a Dyson sphere would be re-radiating energy in the infrared part of the electromagnetic electromagnetic spectrum, which was not being detected with our mysterious star. In 2016, the lead researcher into the light irregularities
which is me,
of the star said in a now famous TED Talk that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and it is my job, my responsibility as an astronomer to remind people that alien hypotheses should always be a last resort. To further
Yeah, I
add to the
agree.
mystery, though, the SETI Institute concluded that whatever material is blocking the light between us and the star is located inside the star's habitable zone, where life like ours would be possible. The craziest theory is that we may be currently observing a gigantic interplanetary space battle that included the apocalyptic destruction of a planet that generated dust obscuring the light from the star.
That's
Seriously,
new.
all natural explanations were turning up weak, until a recent study was concluded just last month in January 2018. More than 1,700 people donated over $100,000 to fund the study, which concluded that the most likely culprit blocking the star's light was just dust. The data showed that different colors of light were being blocked at different intensities, which meant that whatever is passing between us and the star isn't
So
opaque,
so
which
rainbow
what
is
would be
blocking the
expected from either
star.
a planet or an alien megastructure. If it is dust, though, it's still not entirely clear why that much would be in the system, though, in the first place, considering that it doesn't appear to be a young star system. Dust should have coalesced into a series of planets by now,
What?
which is yet another part of the puzzle
Okay.
surrounding KIC 8462852. There
Again,
is
that's
still work
someone's
that
personal
needs to be
code.
done in finding answers out about this star. We still can't say for certain what exactly is going on.
Okie dokie. So we learned that there's this planet thing that has the same name as someone's password to the Gmail address. We know that there's a disco ball. We know there's a golf ball. We know that there are loads of circles. We know there's been a billion studies and that everything else is blah 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 to me. Unless you're one of the characters who works on the Big Bang Theory.
Dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait.
Then you'd probably know what the hell is going on here. But either way, that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the second to last video of this 10 episode series. I will see you guys in next week's video, which will be the last video of this series. And don't forget to subscribe with that bell on. Peace.